Are you thinking about selling some of your silver or gold? So there's some common mistakes that everybody does make, probably at one time in their stacking journey. I'm going to highlight those so that you don't have to make those same mistakes. All right, so let's start with number one. The first thing is, or the first error that people always make is they don't really know what they have. So a lot of times people get gifted silver, or maybe even inherited silver, and they're not sure what it is they have. They don't know anything about an ounce, a troy ounce versus a regular ounce. They don't know the difference for, a sovereign coin or something that's, a round, collectible. So I would highly recommend the first thing is do your research. Know what you have. So if you inherited, grandma, grandpa's, stack, if they were stackers, or if they just happen to have a jar of pennies or a jar of 90% silver, or you don't even know, do your own research first before you go in. This is very common for someone to go in. They need quick cash, and they settle for pennies on the dollar because they go to the wrong location. One of the things I highly recommend is knowing your research for one, but then kind of a caveat to that is don't go to a pawn shop. So pawn shops are there to flip a dollar, make quick money. They're not really, at least that I have seen, I have not found a pawn shop that I'll say that I would really trust with, one of my siblings coming in and saying, hey, I want to buy this or sell this, and then they would get a fair price. So do your research both on the location that you're trying to go and the item that you actually have. So that's probably one, maybe two. The second one is kind of the same. Is while you're not going to a pawn shop, I would also consider looking for where is the best place to actually sell your item. If it's a round or a coin, go to a coin store. So find a local coin shop in your area that has really good reviews. You can verify. You can see, they have, 100 so customers on, on Google, on Yelp, on some of these things where you can actually see that they have, built up their business, so they're treating people correctly. Read the reviews, look at what they're actually saying, what customers are saying to about the business. So you definitely want to do your research. Make sure you're selling to someone that is reputable. And then once you do find a shop, call around. So once you find one location, two, maybe three locations, ideally in your area, make some phone calls, call the first shop. They should be able to tell you the price that they will pay for something over the phone. Normally you'll get something like, hey, I give spot, or, $2 under spot, $3 under spot. Maybe it's a percentage, 10% back a spot. But they should be able to tell you right off the bat what they're going to give. If you're going in and saying, hey, I want to sell a tube of maple leafs, they should be able to say, hey, I give $1 back a spot on each one. So you can do that calculation, and then you can call around and compare shops before you actually go in to meet somebody. So then my third tip here is going to be establish a relationship with your local coin dealer. You will get better pricing if the person that you're working with sees you more often. Same thing for online. If you're working online, or you're forced to just work online, and I think if you build a relationship with that online group, or if you're local shops, preferably local, if you can find a local shop that you can work one-on-one with, do buys, do sells, continue to buy from them, you will probably get a better price from them when you go to sell. One, they already know where you got it from. They know, they know you. They know, got to know you a little bit. They might have actually sold you the item that they're going to buy back from you. So get a little bit more of a trust, but you'll definitely get a better deal building that relationship. And then the fourth thing I want to say is, purchase frequently. So I know you're going in to sell, and this video is definitely about selling, but if you're going in time and time again and purchasing from somebody, it makes it a lot easier when you go to sell. They know you. Same thing. They know what you have. To an extent. You have a little bit of a rapport, but you'll get a better deal if you have that relationship with the local dealer. So hey, if you guys got anything from this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Has this information been something that you've done in the past? Let me know. Definitely like to hear about it.